Well, this is going a little slower than I thought, but I'm just probably going to do, you can see the difference between this side, the top and the bottom here. I'll get this top and get this bottom going here, but we're getting there. I just want to put a little coat on it. There's no way I'm going to get this solid white in here, but I'm using those, and I've gone through almost half of what I had there on the wall already. So I'm not going to do the ceiling, just get the walls. Then we got to get stuff moving in. This is Wednesday, 29th. And we got stuff moving in. Got my son's big tractor coming back. We're going to move the chicken coop over where it belongs when that tractor gets back. Also got some gravel coming. I got to lift this container up and move it over a little bit, and we're going to put gravel down, level it all up, and then we're going to put the container on the gravel. I know it would have been better if I'd have done that the first time, but not a lot of money right now to do a lot of things, so we do it as we can as we go along. So this is in the morning. I'll get to painting this and then start moving stuff around. We got this shed we got to empty out. Once I get this shed emptied out right here into here, then I'll start moving black totes in here, the big DeWalt black totes, and we're cleaning up in the house, and there's a full basement underneath the house too, so we got a lot of cleaning to do there. So we got still got a lot of work to do. I am planning on building a hoop house, 2 of them, in that garden right there instead of using the garden the way it is, because the bugs get to it real easy and often. So I tried treating this year and couldn't do it, so we'll work on getting the hoop houses in so we can help control bugs. Plus I'm going to let the chickens free range, and I don't want them in the garden as much. So they're doing well. They're now starting to, when I take this tractor and drive around, they come running to whatever side I'm at, because they know I'm bringing them treats. I give them a lot of the birdseed corn grass. I don't know what you call it. It's the birdseed is growing up there where the bird feeders are, and I just pull the grass up. They get the dirt and everything else, so they're getting a lot of grit and a lot of grass. They still have their food and water, and it's doing pretty good. So hopefully in a couple more weeks or less, they'll start laying eggs, and we'll have eggs pretty soon. They are March chickens, so October should be about the time they start laying. Okay, so now I have the first and only coat I'm going to put on here. On the inside it's all white. It isn't perfect, but it'll do. If I go in here with a flashlight or something when it's dark, I'll be able to see. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Oh, can't stay out of sunlight there. I'm not going to do the roof, mainly because I only got 3 cans left, and I already used one of those. I did paint the door on this side. Might be hard to see because of the sun, but that one's painted. I didn't paint the other one, only because I don't have enough breath left to do anything. So I'm gonna have to go in and take a break. So again, what it looks like on the inside. It was all, you can look at the previous videos, it had some different colors in it. At least it's trying to be all white now, even though it's got some thin coat. White doesn't cover very well anyway. So that's what it looks like on the inside. So today's a new day. I'll be working on trying to clean this all out. There's stuff up in both lofts, and taking it and putting it inside here. So we'll put it all along the back there and store it. And I should be able to get through the job because the supervisor's out here now and get ready to tell me how to do things. So wherever I'm at, she's at. Also going to work on getting this stuff cleaned up. I can put the ramps and the tree stand, the totes, and the cargo thing inside there, and that skid is no good, so I'll just pull it, drag it, or whatever to the fill hauler. Then I'll see what's in here. If anything else is in there, I'll deal with it, but I don't think there is. Should be able to do then mow in between here. The idea is to put lean-to on here. That's going to go that way a little ways, but put a lean-to on this side and the other side to park tractors and put the implements and stuff over here, so that Mom can maintain her carport for her carport. And all this should have no problem fitting in there, plus some other stuff that we're going to get. And well, I better start getting working, because she's already starting to look for me, tell me what to get. Okay, here's the Connex and the brown shed. And as you can see, we got rid of the skid and stuff, cleaned it up. Got some briars and stuff to pick up, but pretty well cleaned up. I'll show you what we did inside here. So inside here, we cleaned up. There's nothing in either loft up there. We have 14 of the black totes in here, and that loft right there is the 4-foot mark of the building, so 12 of them can fit in a 4-foot section. Still got the old desk and cabinets in here, and also got the little go-kart thingy there that Dad had. We got plenty of room. We even got room up top, but won't be any of those going up there. Just too heavy to get out. So we did a pretty good job of getting this one cleaned out. Get this closed back up with one hand. It's not easy. I am not going to open up. Well, I'll try to open this up. I'll see what happens. I'll have to put my root beer down. I'll open up this side only. So, we got stuff out of the brown shed and put in here. We got it organized so we can go through it. We got over here, this corner is papers and stuff. This corner over here has got dishes and knickknacks, and we got Christmas stuff, and then we got covers. And then over here we got my stuff and tools and some empty totes and some more stuff that we got to go through. But that's in here, and we got time to go through this. Now it's pretty safe in here. Ain't nothing gonna get in there, and if it isn't, it ain't gonna like it. Smells a lot like paint. So that's there. I also got a load of number 2 stone that I'm going to be putting, and that's one dump. I'll be putting in between here for the one side lean-to, and then on this side for the other lean-to on this side. Now, tried moving that Connex. It's going to be, we'll have to jack it up and level it up. Right now it's kind of twisted, so it's hard to open. That door is hard to open, so I'm only opening this door and closing it. So I'll step back here so I'm not right on it, but so there's that. Stone will go here, and then we'll take a lean-to and come over to come down, be able to put mower stuff, whatever underneath there. And on this side we'll come off with a lean-to and park the tractors underneath here, so vice versa, something like that. And again, we'll put the black totes in here because They're pretty much critter proof, and we can't keep the critters out of there. It's just too easy for the mice to get in to there, especially it's back in the woods. So they love it having a storage building there. That one's going to have to get leveled back up as well. It's kind of sitting crooked, as you can tell by the door. It was sealed up pretty good, so it's gotten a little crooked. So, and the rest of this area right here, just plan on lightly graveling it or doing something with it just to store stuff out here, put stuff out on this side. But we can get a lot of that. I got to get some geotech stuff to put on the ground, because that stone will disappear in this ground, and when I put it on, it'll just go, because this is the old garden. We actually had stuff in here. Had taters along there. We had got a lot of taters out of there, and then we had corn over here that the deer ate, and we had put a bunch of watermelon and cucumber and squash, and nothing came up over there. Usually don't. So this is just second garden that we try to put stuff in, and it's usually the sacrificial to keep the deer and stuff out of the garden there. Okay, storage update. We got this one completely cleaned out to where all that's in here is the ice boxes off the porch. This one's plugged into the 20 amp that's coming from the house, and these two are on their own 20 amp right there coming off of this, which is fed with a 60 amp breaker here. And I'll put some more of the plug-ins in, because we got one stand-up freezer and two chest freezers to come out here. Now these totes that are out here are just stored out here because they are extra totes after we cleaned up and got things in the black totes. So that's this shed. We'll be doing that shelf, this shelf, and that shelf. Clean them off. I'll move this mechanic and that mechanic toolbox over there where those are. I've already cleaned up everything over here. Actually got a fire going just to make sure everything's going good in this stove. Fan to blow the heat around. Got 80 degrees in here, so it's pretty warm. Everything's still in here, kind of going through things and throwing cans out there in the tractor and kind of burning the paper. So as we go along, there's a lot still back there to do. Figure out what to do with it. I think a lot of it might end up over in the wood shed or the Connex for long-term storage. Some of it's going to go in here. Tools. Just got to organize the tools and get the shelves. There's just a lot of stuff in here that just needs organized or sold. I got mics, all kinds of machining mics. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. There's more stuff in here that just needs to be organized. I don't know how else to say it. There's lots of stuff. Oh, and there's lots of stuff up there too. Notice there's a lot of electrical wire, so I probably could wire the whole garage with the electric wire that's in here and just hanging. It's actually live. There's a lot of tools in here that I need to figure out, and then I'll redo the electrical box so it isn't one of those. That's what's coming over from the shed. I'll dig one underneath the ground from the shed over to here and get a regular breaker box instead of a fuse box put in here, just like I did in the shed. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video.